Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I am Kyle Kruger, and this is Tyler Jordan.
Hello.
So, so today, Tyler, today, audience, we are going to rank the 32 best wrestlers to never hold the NWA, WWE, and WCW and WWE championships.
And we're doing this
Champion
bracket style. So we're going to have
bracket
head-to-head
style.
matchups to see
Here's
who is the best wrestler that should have won all those titles you just talked about.
the NWA, WCW, and WWE US title are the same titles. It's just
Mm-hmm.
they were pass
Yep.
on.
Different, iterations of the same exact title.
All their belt designs are good, by the way. Even the worst ones are good. But anyways,
Yeah.
let's do this. Okay.
So Kyle gave me a list of 32, and then I randomly put them in a bracket. So Kyle, you don't even know what you're going to get right here. We're going to go through this together.
Did you? Yeah. I hope it's. Let's. I know we're gonna make difficult decisions, but let's do it.
All right. First matchup, we got Psychosis and Ernie Ladd.
Ernie Ladd is arguably the best African American wrestler of all time, next to The Rock and Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
Psychosis, one of the best wrestlers, one of the best cruiserweight wrestlers of all time. This is
Absolutely.
these two can have a good match, but if you want me, like, I think Ernie Ladd's good. To me, Ernie Ladd's just better off without the belt. Psychosis, you can see him at least wear it, both
Did they
unmasked.
have any experience maybe getting an opportunity at a match, or did they have any sort of US title like desire at any point
No,
can you think of?
no, but to be fair, all the choices do have that flaw. But to me, I think Psychosis would be a good U.S. champion. Plus he chased after the TV title in WCW. But okay, but to
True.
me, I think Ernie is way too good to hold the U.S. belt. Like Psychosis, I pick him.
Would you consider the US title like a mid-card title then?
I consider it to be the king of all mid card titles.
Oh, you'd say that over the
It's
good
like the year.
old
That's what
Intercontinental?
It's like the Intercontinental title or the European title because that one was treated more prestigious in the Attitude Era. But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
This, when you have this belt, you are the king of mid carders. You are the best mid carder.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay, but
this one's kind of tough because Ernie Ladd is, I think, an NWA Hall of Famer.
yeah, dude. I seen him wrestle. He's tough as hell, man. He's he had that strong style, King Road style. But to me, I
Hmm.
think I love Ernie. I respect the hell out of him. He's a legend, but I have to go with Psychosis.
All right, we'll go Psychosis.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, you should watch his match with William Regal on Nitro. It was really good. But anyways, let's
all
go.
right. Nice little wreck. Next, we got Christian and Perry
Oh,
Saturn.
oh man, this is tough.
Christian had to have wrestled for the US title
Yeah,
before.
he had Saturn had multiple chances, but to
They
me,
both
it's
had
like
chances. Hmm.
this is like to me, okay, maybe not everyone has chased after the belt though, but to be fair, man, like like Christian did try to hunt that belt down in 2005, but with Saturn, it's like he was on and off again.
Yeah. I
Plus, he
was
had a sorry.
It's surprising that Christian never won the US belt, and he's been in, he was in WWE for a long time. Been
Well,
around the title, but never won that title.
he's doing great now, but I feel like, to be fair, like I
Yeah.
don't. To me, like Perry Saturn when he chases the U.S. title, like he actually has good matches. To me, he also had good matches with Goldberg. You have to give him credit for that. He had great matches with Goldberg when he was chasing.
Surprisingly, yes, he did.
To me, Goldberg is. Let me explain. He's good, but he needs the right opponent, and Saturn is that opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I respect Perry Saturn because he helped a woman not get killed, and
Mm-hmm.
he's getting better though. But to me, I love Christian, but I have to go with Saturn. I see him chase that title more, and if they do have a
Uh,
match, it's gonna be good.
I never see Perry Saturn as like a world title holder. And so I
But
think for him to hit like his peak, I think the US title would have been a really good opportunity for him. So I
all
agree.
right, all right. We now have Funaki versus Terry Funk's underrated brother, who a lot of people say, no. Funaki, SmackDown's #1 announcer, versus versus All Japan legend and the brother of Terry Funk, Dory Funk Jr.
That's right. We got
Dude,
Dory and Funaki.
I love Funaki,
If
but
you take the A and the I away in Funaki, you get Funk.
oh, that was
So
coincidence.
it's kind
But
of funny.
but here's the thing. If these two did have a match, it would be really good. Like their styles would
That would
match
be
well.
interesting.
But to me, it's like I love Funaki. Also, Funaki was part of the SmackDown roster during those
Mhm.
early brand years. Actually, for most of the brand. So they had the U.S. belt though, and to be fair, he's super likable, and I could see him have a good run with it. But I have to go with Dory Funk Jr. Man, Dory is a
Yeah.
legend. Dory's better. Just Also, I can't tell if Dory Funk Jr. is in Terry Funk's shadow or the other way around, but that's a discussion. What do you
Yeah, it's
think?
hard to say. I feel like Terry Funk gets a lot more,
To me,
more face. I
it's even Steven to me.
feel like a lot of people just haven't seen enough Dory Funk stuff to really,
Ri- Right.
know what's going on.
Now let's go to ooh, this is
Hurricane and Spike.
to me, Spike Dudley is one of a few picks I picked for during the WWE's first year with the US belt where the invasion angle and the hurricane
Mhm.
was also had that
Are
was
we also
also he
are
moved
we
to
also doing Gregory Helms? Are we
oh,
taking that into account?
yeah, we are. It's just to me, it's like any version of Shane Helms. I just like to call him the Hurricane.
Oh, that makes it interesting now because he had a lot of mid card kind of stuff going around in different companies.
Oh,
So
yeah. Also, Spike was in SmackDown in 2004, 4 and 5 US belt. But here's the
mhm,
thing: like this is hard because both of them could be a good US champion, but it's like
mhm,
one is just better than the other, and I have to. And as much as I love Spike, to me, he's one of the greatest bumpers in
mhm.
WWE history. I have to go with Hurricane. Sorry,
I
man.
agree. I agree. I think he had, better high profile feuds and matches that could have made sense for the
He's
title.
also one of the best long running champions in WWE history. He held the cruiserweight belt for a long
True.
time, and if he can do that, well, I can see him do it with the U.S. title. Now let's go.
Did Spike win the cruiserweight title?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. Both former cruiserweight champions and hardcore champs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember. But now,
They needed that next level. They needed that US belt. Couldn't do it.
yeah.
All right. Randy
Oh,
Savage and Crash Holly. Weird matchup.
okay. Crash is another Invasion Alliance storyline pick. Pick
hmm
to me, Crash Holly. Like I love Crash Holly. He's one of the greatest things in WWF 2000, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of good things.
He
And
kind
he's
of made the cruise or the hardcore division, like relevant today. A lot
yeah,
of
and
his stuff we still talk about.
but man, like Randy. To me, Randy is arguably the greatest one-time Intercontinental Champion, and if he was U.S. Champion, I could see him be a good one-time U.S. Champion. And to be fair, Crash has a good personality, but I'm sorry, I had to go with Randy. I love Crash a lot, but Randy.
You think Randy could have had an opportunity at the US title?
Yeah, I mean, granted, he was one of the main eventers, but him holding that U.S. belt, I could see a lot of prestige. I could see a lot of good
Would this have
moments.
would this have been when he was in WCW?
Yes, that's what I meant. This was WCW.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
didn't really think about that. I was just
but
thinking about his WWF run, but in WCW, I'm surprised he didn't win the US title.
dude, he would have been a great U.S. champion if he could be a good IC champion. He could do a lot of good things with this belt, but that's just me.
He could
But
have
anyway,
challenged Spider-Man to a US title match.
you mean Arachnic Man?
That's right.
Okay, okay,
No,
let's
when he
get.
wrestled Spider-Man in the Tobey Maguire one, when he was
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. I remember. That was fake.
Yeah. All right, we're
Okay,
going Randy.
all right.
Here we go. Next matchup. William Regal and Mike Awesome.
Ooh, Mike. This was during WCW 2000, 2001, and William. To me, like William Regal has more moments where he's chasing the U.S. belt. He's had multiple matches where he's chasing the belt. Mike Awesome, even though
Mhm.
I love Mike, even though WCW did not do a good job with him, I have to go with William Regal. I'm sorry.
I agree. Regal was kind of hanging around the IC title, the
You
European title. He was kind of in that like triangle of titles here, but didn't
yeah,
get the third piece of the puzzle. Which
right.
if I look at these wrestlers, I kind of think if I go like, oh yeah, I guess they didn't win the US title. I swore they did. I feel like that automatically almost makes me like want to
I
pick
lo-
them.
I love Mike Awesome, but I felt like if WCW did better with him,
Mike is awesome.
yeah, he is. We miss him though. We do miss him.
Yeah. All right. Next,
Ooh,
Sean Waltman and Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Tuati is a great wrestler, very fun guy. Sean Waltman, aka X Pac, aka 123 Kid, aka Six, great wrestler. And don't get me wrong, if they had a match, it would be amazing. But I have to go with my gut though, and say Sean Waltman.
Mm-hmm. Did Scotty Too Hottie win any titles in WWE?
Well, he won tag team titles.
That's
He
it.
and the light heavyweight title, but it was more like he was a good transitional champion. He had those great matches with Dean Malenko.
Yeah, very true, actually. Very underrated matches.
Right.
All right.
Ooh.
Last one on the left side. Mang and Juventud Guerrera.
Oh, like I love Ming. I love Ming. I'm a huge fan of Ming. I refuse to call him Haku because WCW got me into wrestling. So I know him as Ming.
Mm-hmm.
And Kubi's a legend too, but to
I'm not
me,
super familiar with Mang. I remember Haku in the 2001 Royal Rumble.
right, but so like he was a Dungeon of Doom member who was sadly wasted. Then he got some baggy pants and became an even awesomer wrestler. But he was a
Mhm.
one-time heart. But anyways, Ming, no, I love Ming, but
Mhm.
Hubi, Hubi could have been a good Ming could have been a good U.S. champion, and so could Hubi. But I
Do you
have to
think they
go
would
with
have put
Hubi.
Hoovy up in kind of like a heavyweight like division? Because, he was kind of in the cruiserweights around this time. Did they really transition cruiserweights up to the US title picture that often?
Yeah, well, they did. Lance Storm is one of them. I mean, think
Yeah.
about it.
Boy, yeah.
Lance Storm. I'm trying to think. We had Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero.
Hmm.
So also the cruiserweights in WCW can wrestle anyone they want, any size they want. So
Yeah,
as much as I love Ming, I gotta go with Hoobie.
I agree.
Don't worry, Ming. Don't worry, Ming. You're gonna be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the right side of the bracket.
Ooh, this is
Damian Sandow and Heath Slater. Oh man. Both these guys are
are
like
awesome.
some of your favorites.
Yeah, I love both of them.
Oh
Um,
no.
but to me, if I this is like trying to pick your favorite brother or diamond or video
Favorite
game.
child.
I love one man band, and I am a huge. I'm the biggest Damien Sandow fan
Mhm.
ever.
He didn't
So
win any. Well, he won the tag belts. That's it, right? No singles titles for Damian Sandow.
he was super over like hotcakes, but
No singles title for Heath Slater either, right?
yeah, and that sucks because he totally earned it. But I have to go with Damien Sandow. I love Heat,
Really?
but I feel like with Damien, like I just yeah.
I
Sorry,
think
Heat.
definitely around the time when Damian was the Money in the Bank holder, he was treated like a big star. He could have had the US belt to help boost his credibility. I also think when he was Damien Mizdow. He was
He,
super popular. I feel like if
dude,
he won a title, had a good.
and yeah, and hey, hey, without Vinny, without the VM, he's.
Mhm.
I think Triple H. If Triple H was booking, he would have put that there. But let's move on. Ooh, Taz versus Tatsumi Fujinami.
Mhm.
Again, another alliance storyline pick. And
Yep.
Fujinami and WA, dude, this is hard. Like these two could have a great technical match. But
Mhm.
to me, like I love Taz,
Yeah,
but I have to go with Fujinami.
I agree. I think he's just an absolute legend who you would think has basically won everything.
Yeah, to me,
Apparently not the US title.
Taz would be a good U.S. champion, but it depends on the era.
He was moving around a lot too. It's hard for him to stay with a title, he was
Yeah,
ECW,
I,
WWF. Moving
ooh, Jushin Thunder Liger versus Eric Young. This is interesting.
Yeah,
Eric,
Eric Young
Eric,
was only in the WWE for
a
just
little bit,
a couple years, but he was a solid mid-carder, especially
right,
in NXT.
right, and then he got into the main roster where everything was all over the place. So to me, I
Sanity could
have
have been so much bigger.
if yeah, but it's not only yeah, but let's face it, man. Let's face it, man. When you have the Vinny question mark booking, you get Italy. You're not in his League of Champions. So, but man, Jushin Thunder Liger. I mean, Jushin has chased after the belt. Have you ever watched Jushin Thunder Liger versus Conan for the U.S. title in
I
in,
yeah.
in, in Slamboree? He
Mhm.
was one of the best things in that card, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah. That would have been interesting if that went the
If
other
he
way around.
if he
I
won
I
that belt, but Jushin, I have to go with Jushin.
I agree.
I love you, man. Okay.
Alright.
Ooh, this is good. I'm excited.
Test and Arn
Oh,
Anderson. I can't
damn.
believe Arn Anderson didn't win the title.
No, he was with WCW for a long time, even in his retirement years.
Yeah.
Test. This is another alliance storyline runner
Yeah,
up.
I feel like the time frame for Test was, like, very slim.
Slim.
He could have
Also,
had a chance to win that.
to me, Arn would have been an amazing U.S. champion. It's just that he wore the TV belt, which is a good belt, all the time rather than the U.S. belt.
Yeah.
To me, to
This
me,
one's pretty hard.
I love Arn Anderson. I love Arn Anderson. I
Mhm.
have, I gotta go with Arn, but we miss you, Tess. Dude, the fact that he and Rick are BFFs for life
Mhm.
kind of shows that sometimes a love of a sport can bond people into
Yeah.
brothers. So let's move on.
Ooh.
Let's
And by the way, I forgot, Steve McMichael, Mongo McMichael.
yeah,
He was a US champ. Did you see he's going into, the NFL Hall of Fame?
yeah. To be fair, he's a nice guy, good
Yeah.
wrestler, but not good wrestler, but
No, not at all.
still a nice guy though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this is hard. This is
Ron
oh
Simmons
that
and
one.
Bobby Eaton. You're a big Bobby Eaton guy.
He's the greatest tag team wrestler ever,
Mhm.
and he's also the nicest guy in
Yeah.
pro. Dude, he is humble. He was Undertaker before Undertaker with the respect level.
Mhm.
Ron Simmons, well, Ron was in WCW in the early years, so he could have been a good U.S. champion.
Mhm.
So was Bobby. Bobby also in the early years, even though in the later years, like he was like jobber midder. But
Yeah.
to me, like I love Ron Simmons, aka Farouk, but Bobby, Bobby.
Yeah, I'll go. This actually might be one that I'm on the fence more. We've been agreeing most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coin.
I'll go Bobby Eaton. Did he do much single stuff?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He had a really good match. He had a really good match with Terry Taylor in Halloween Havoc 1991. It was the best match in my opinion.
Hey, well, I'm convinced.
All right, let's see. Oh,
Tyson Kidd and Norman Smiley.
both are these are good. These are good picks, but I love Tyson. I love Tyson Kidd, but I
Hmm.
gotta go with Big Wiggle, man.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Tyson Kidd. What? You know what? I want to say it might have been for the U.S. title. One of my favorite matches in England was Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Dolph Ziggler in a
For
triple
the
threat
IC
limit.
title.
It was the IC.
Yeah.
It was an elimination match. I love that match, but
Dude, that match kicked so much ass.
it did. And it was just random too. It was great, but it was for the
Norman's
WC title, so he wasn't really
Norman's
on that.
to me to me, Norman Smiley was one of those over people in WCW you never thought was gonna be over. But
Hmm.
yet he did. Also, I can see both I can see Norman's hardcore gimmick hold the US belt. Like if he could do fun things with the hardcore belt, I can see him do good with the US belt. So let's move on.
Absolutely. All right, we got Bray Wyatt,
Ooh,
Billy Kidman.
the Battle of the Bees. I
Yeah.
miss Bray Wyatt. We all do.
Hmm.
I,
Absolutely.
he would have been a great US champion, especially if he was the Fiend. But Billy
Yeah.
Kidman has chased over the US title
Mhm.
sometimes. But to me, I do this is a tough pick for me.
I
I
feel
love
like
Billy.
I feel like Bray Wyatt would have been good to see him as a US champion because he didn't wrestle for a whole lot of mid card titles that often.
Yeah, but he would have.
Surprising.
I think Billy Kidman, on the other hand, would have done good with the US title. So
Yeah, we'll go Billy Kidman. I think he was
Billy Kidman's going in the Hall of Fame one day.
hope so. All right, last one of the first round. Brad Armstrong and Yoshi Tatsu.
Yoshi was on Raw and was on Raw the which the US title picture did, the US and Brad
Like
Armstrong
like 2009-ish, 2010.
no, 2010 to 11, but to
Yeah,
be
10.
fair, man, this is hard. Like I love Brad Armstrong. I really do. He's an underrated wrestler. He deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, but if you but and I love Yoshi, but to me this is difficult. Like,
I
yeah.
remember I went to WrestleMania 26 and Yoshi Tatsu won a dark battle royal.
Oh, that was a great moment, and the fans loved it. To me,
He should have been given like an opportunity after that.
but it's not my but I didn't book it, so it's
I
not my
know.
problem. Brad Armstrong, he's been in WCW for a long time.
Mhm.
He great wrestler, but like I love Yoshi, but to me, I have to go with Brad Armstrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I love you, Yoshi.
He kind of has that US title kind of feel
Yoshi
to
has a
it.
good personality to hold a belt, so let's
I could
go.
see Yoshi Tatsu as like an intercontinental champion.
Exactly, but I was thinking the same thing. Ooh,
Next round, we got Psychosis and Perry Saturn.
dude, they would have had a good match in WCW if they did.
There was a time when the belt was kind of flipping around. It was like cruiserweight people in like the late '90s, and then it was like
Would
Mongo
you ra-
McMichael, and then Jeff Jarrett, and there was a couple flip floppy moments there.
would you rather have the cruiserweight not fight heavyweights or just because when you limit them, it's gonna make things worse and it's gonna make people
Oh, I
complain.
think they should be in like the heavyweight zone. I think everyone
Exactly.
should be given an opportunity to wrestle
I'm
for.
not giving you crap. I'm just joking. But to
Oh,
me,
it's a good point.
Um, oh man, like I love Psychosis. I love both mask and unmasked. Psychosis is handsome when he doesn't have a mask. Like why does he wear a mask if he's handsome? Never mind who he is, but he's handsome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I love I love both of them, but I gotta go with Saturn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, again, weirdly for me, it's kind of the whole heavyweight divide. I feel like if Perry Saturn's gonna win a title, the U.S. title kind of has his name written over it. Psychosis
Ooh.
can win other things too, but
Psychosis could win
I
other titles,
don't
but
think Perry Saturn really can.
oh, dude,
Mhm.
okay. Legend versus legend. Let's be honest, the Hurricane's already a legend. Shane Helms.
Oh yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame for everything
But
he's done.
I love Dory Funk Jr. I love Hurricane. Like, oh man, like to me, like Dory has accomplished a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So him being a U.S. title, while would be rewarding, it would have been a bit. I'm trying to gasp straws right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Helms, aka Gregory, aka Hurricane. I could see him hold this belt and make it the most entertaining thing possible.
That's what I'm. Yeah, I mean, Shane Helms has been around that kind of mid card title like
He's
picture. He's
super
gotten
over.
people around. He never really got like that mid card title,
Yeah,
despite
and
his popularity, which I think he would have been a really good US champion.
or a good IC champion, and you got to give The Rock credit. He put him over.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Okay,
at that time, it was really just like
a, a, a subplot
unfortunately,
feud.
what's that?
A subplot feud.
Yeah, and the US title wasn't a thing from like
Yeah, I know, I
2001
know.
to 2003, so Hurricane was really popular in that kind of time.
Era. Plus, he was
But
in
with that being
Ross.
said, I kind of think Dory Funk moves on.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
All right.
That was hard.
That was hard.
Okay, let's go to.
Oh, ah,
Fuck.
I think I have my initial pick here.
Okay,
My
you see.
my heart is telling me Regal. Because of what I was saying, he needed to complete that triangle of belts. IC, European, would have been nice to top off that US title. Randy Savage, I don't think would be known as much for his US title win because he's such a good intercontinental champion. I don't think that US win would really matter.
He would still be entertaining as a U.S. champion, but I have to
I
agree.
think,
Plus, Regal
especially
has.
with Regal being from England, him as the US title, I feel like he would have gotten a lot of heat
Yeah,
in a
also.
good way.
Yeah, but also there hasn't been a British US champion, and there's been 112. The closest is Fit Finley, but the UK is
Wow.
4 countries.
Yeah.
So okay, but
What do you
okay,
think?
Regal.
All right.
Oh, that was difficult. That was
Ooh, that was a tough one. This one
ooh.
I'm totally split. I don't even know. You'll have to help out with it here.
Okay, so has not chased over them. Sean Waltman had a storyline where he stole Eddie Guerrero's US belt, and he and Eddie had the greatest match in Sold Out in 1997.
Hmm.
And him doing that was a good choice, but to me, it's like, even though he didn't get to hold the belt, him stealing the belt and carry it like he did,
Hmm.
that's I have to go with Waltman. I love Hoovy, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree. It
yeah.
makes more sense for Sean Waltman to have that title.
Ooh.
Next up, we got Tatsumi Fujinami and Damien Sandow.
I love Damien Sandow, but Fujinami, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when it
I,
comes down to it, you're
I,
putting
I
up like an absolute legend up against Damien Sandow. No disrespect, but
I feel my
at the
stomach's
time,
already my
you know,
stomach,
Fujinami it was just a different time for that belt compared to,
dude, dude, my stomach, dude.
and I
I
don't
feel
think Damien Sandow really needed that title
maybe
necessarily
the
because he
IC
is over.
title, but yeah. Oh God, the next bracket.
Anderson or Jushin Thunder Liger?
Oh, this is hard.
Mm.
Arn.
Oh, I agree.
Oh,
I
what's
think it's Liger already has such a great pedigree of accolades and titles. Arn doesn't really have a whole lot of single stuff, and I think that would have been nice to be known for being a US champion.
yeah, dude. That
All right.
ooh,
Norman Smiley and Bobby Eaton.
my heart and my
You
head
know
say
these guys a lot more than I do, so I'll make you make the call on this one.
I love Norman. He's also from Britain. He's also from England.
Yeah, another
I love Eaton, but
English guy.
I have to go with Bobby. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. It's like you just got to rip the band-aid off, right? You just got to be quick. Last one in the round of 16, Billy Kidman and Brad Armstrong.
God, I should have made this even. I should have made this more, have more legends so we could talk about this. But it's like,
That's what's fun about the bracket style is you get weird matchups you would never see.
and it gets difficult. Kidman, I gotta go with Billy. I'm sorry, Brad. I love you, man, but
Yeah, I personally I just don't know enough about Brad Armstrong. That's kind of where I'm at. Round
oh,
of 8, quarterfinals. Perry Saturn and Dory Funk Jr.
Saturn.
Ooh, Perry Saturn.
It's Funk is good, but I don't think. But Perry has done more to chase that belt. So yeah.
Especially when he came over to WWF. That's when the US title and the whole invasion thing was happening. That would have been a
Well,
good
he came in
opportunity.
2000. He, Eddie, Benoit, and Malenko jumped ship.
Yeah, which
So yeah.
been a good opportunity for him to hold that title and cement his legacy.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna rip my Band-Aid, Regal.
Regal. Even though Waltman was around the title a little bit more, kind of, you would still say Regal?
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
God, I feel my stomach feels guilty. Oh
Did they ever wrestle? I don't know.
no, but if they did, they probably have a damn good match. But I
Probably.
have to go with Arn for the sake of WCW memorability. Fujinami, like
Mhm.
he could win that belt anytime, but I feel like Arn needed it more.
Yeah, I think so. Like I was saying before, having a nice singles title part of his legacy would be really nice just because he didn't get it. And I'm surprised he didn't.
Damn it!
Billy Kidman and Bobby Eaton. Billy Kidman, he's a bracket champion. He just moves on in our brackets.
Dude,
He
he's
won the
so damn good. He's
he
too
won the
damn good.
cruiserweight bracket, didn't he?
Yeah, dude, he's so damn good.
He is, but
Eaton.
oh, okay. This is another.
Oh, dude, I feel guilty. I feel more guilty than ever.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is a good Final Four. This is definitely a good Final Four, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Very interesting how we got here. That's what's fun about these brackets. We might have had favorites when we started, but
The choices got difficult.
yeah, that definitely got kind of thrown out the window. All right. We'll start
Dude,
off with Perry Saturn and William Regal.
this they would have had a good match,
Mm-hmm.
but Regal.
Saying Regal. I agree. I
Dude, I
think
love Saturn, but Regal chasing the belt is more popular than him chasing the belt. Like by an inch. By an
I think that
inch.
would have been cool to be the only British born US champion.
Well, yeah, that's true. We
That would have
will
been
get a
kind of
British
cool.
U we would we will get a British US champion if Nathan Frazier was there, but let's move on.
Yeah. Bobby Eaton and Arn. Here we go.
Arn.
I agree. I think it's got to be Arn.
Bobby's awesome,
I
but
think
Arn
when
is just
people think about these two, Arn does kind of stand out over here as, you know,
Bobby is legendary.
yeah, oh yeah. But
Okay,
I feel like
Arn.
Arn kind of does just when I think of the United States and America, I'm
I
thinking
think of
Arn
Arn.
Anderson, that tough kind of FTR style, no flips, just fists, start
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
Arn.
style of wrestling.
Oh, the final. These are the best final two so far.
William Regal and Arn Anderson, who is going to be the best person to never hold the US title? If we think about the two, who are we like, wow, I didn't know they didn't win the title and they should have.
To me,
I have
you know,
my pick, I think.
Regal.
Oh, really?
I love Regal. I love him. He's one of the most respected, most honest people in the world. One of the best wrestlers, the best England wrestler ever. And it's
Mhm.
I have to pick Regal.
I have to agree with you.
Oh, that was difficult.
I've been promoting William Regal the whole time, making that triangle complete. That US title would have
I love
given
Arn,
him
but I feel like Regal needs it more.
that would have been pretty cool. Has Chris Jericho, did he ever win the US title?
Yeah, yeah, in 2017.
That's right. He was
Dude,
US champ.
dude, that was hard. I felt dude, that was really hard.
Here we go, folks. Here's our full bracket. How about that? You guys
This was
can
a
take
lot
a look at
easier.
that. Now that we've done the whole thing, if you guys at home are watching this, fill it out yourselves and see what you think. Let us know in the comments if we got it right or wrong. It's just our opinion too, so hey, whatever y'all think.
Right. See you
Hey,
guys.